If you own your home and you're considering selling, you may want to explore an alternative way to sell and possibly get the best terms. You may be a candidate for private listing sale. So why would a seller want or even need to do an off-market or private sale? Well, there's some pros and cons of each. One pro is that when you go on the private market, you're able to advertise the property without accruing days on market. That way, publicly on all the websites, all the apps that are available now, it won't show how many days you've been trying to sell, and that could be a benefit to you. Speaking of, during that time, you can test market pricing or offer what we call the make me move price. This could be maybe you're deciding between two listing prices. Maybe if I'm able to sell at this price, I'll take the deal, I'll go now. You can get to test that price without accruing those days on market, without showing a huge amount of a track record publicly on all the websites and apps, and that could be a major benefit for you. On the private market, you also can test or ask for the possibility of flexible closing dates. Now, on the public market, it's available for everybody. Most buyers will need to close within 30 or 60 days. On the private market, even though you're attracting far less people, those people may be willing to offer longer closings, longer terms, more flexible terms. And if you need a longer closing date, that may be a benefit to you. Now, if you have a unique property where someone may say, I will do anything to get something like that. I never see houses like that. I will be willing to pay a premium for you to not go on the public market. Here's my price. Here's my terms. Name your terms. I want your house. You may be a great candidate for private listing. Especially with all of the websites and apps, information is very publicly available now. And we may have a seller that wants to have either some more discretion or some more privacy. So that could be a great pro or benefit to go on the private market if you don't want the general public to know your address or to know your house is for sale. Now, we may have some sellers who are wanting to sell, but they're just not ready for public viewings yet. Maybe the house isn't ready for showings or photo ready yet, or needs to be decluttered, or some small projects still need to be done. Yet, what if somebody knocked on the house and said, yep, I'll take it as is, do nothing? This could be a great pro or benefit selling on the private market. Now, typically, if somebody finds out about a house on the private market, they're likely a very active buyer and not a tire kicker like we see at a lot of open houses or casual buyers. Because right now you can open up any app, click a button, and request a showing from an agent and get access to a house. Well, what if you only want highly motivated, highly qualified buyers? This may be a great way to limit the tire kickers. So what are the cons of selling your house on the private market? Well, you still have to be ready for showings. You still have to be willing to step out of your house and do a showing. So as long as you're okay with that, as long as you're okay with the disturbance of that, then it still may work for you. And you have to be okay that because we're not publicly available, we're not on all the websites, we're not on all the apps, you're gonna get much less exposure. And the exposure you do get has to be much more manual. And so the agent you hire has to be able to find buyers, know the people who are likely going to be buying the house, know where to find those people, know the other top agents who are likely doing the most deals in that area. This becomes much more of a grassroots, manual process to find buyers. So not only are you going to get less exposure, but you need to hire an agent that is willing to be much more manual in their marketing process, not just listing the house. Most agents, they just rely on the easiest tool to sell a house. They put it in the multiple listing service, and that automatically goes to all the websites and apps. Well, you don't have that tool, so the agent you hire needs to know how to manually create demand, manually create buzz, manually find the people and the agents that are most likely to be representing or bringing the buyer for your property. There's a lot to figure out if you would be a good candidate for the private market if you're buying or selling a home. So do the things, reach out, send us a message, leave a comment, and we'd love to help you navigate.